was wondering, is she going to get there? And the horse she had to run down is a very good finisher in her own right, Switch. But Zenyatta has done it. She has won the CDG Ladies Secret in a final start here at Hollywood Park with her winning trainer, Christina Olivares.
Guys, thank you very much. Here with John Chef. John, she about gave me a heart attack. My heart pounding out of my chest. How must it feel for you?
You know, my heart hasn't stopped beating yet. How she does it and does it 9 teams in a row undefeated, I just don't know. But she just has so much heart and digs down each time more and more. So she's just fabulous.
Congratulations. Enjoy it. Guys.
View from the rail down the stretch. You also wonder what is going through the mind of Alonso Quinones and Switch. Is he thinking we're actually going to get there today? We're going to pull off the upset. But in the end, it's going to go down as a relatively easy win, even though at the 16th of a mile, it's in a little doubt.
But she does it every time. There's 3 or 4 strides there where you think she gets your heart a little bit, make it stop for a second while Switch got away from her. She's a very good 3-year-old filly. She got some separation there for about 4 or 5 strides, opened up. But here came Zenyatta, that patented move, and she does it time and time again, Ron Ellis.
Well, my generation called this crazy. My daughters would call it sick, but it's amazing how she can do that. And I turned to Simon and said she's not going to get there, and you said yes, she is. And it was quite a race, quite an amazing event to be able to watch this filly run, because Switch did everything she could. She cut, she ran huge, and Zenyatta still ran him down.
Jury and then Moss trying to get down the stairs to our stage here. And I tell you what, I've never experienced a cheer like it at the racetrack, Todd. There was definitely silence there for where you thought for a stride or two she might get beat, and then when it was clearly evident she was going to win this race.
They can get a lot of views on this video on YouTube.
Never heard a crowd erupt here at a racetrack. Just a wonderful moment to be part of.
This is why the mayor of Los Angeles is here. This is why one of the great owners in our sport, in the history of the sport, Penny Chenery, is here to see Zenyatta and see a performance like this.
Come on, go get the picture.
Going back to that point in mid-stretch where you wonder if she's going to get there, you think at the very least this is going to be a head-bobbing.
Please stay alive.
Instead, in the end, this margin's about
down 2 bars. Come on, baby, please.
Even though to us, visually, it looks like she's in a little bit of trouble. If you ask him, he probably always says, oh, I knew I was always going to get there.
She comes back to the winner's circle. Let's listen.
We're here. We're ready. You can do it.
Going to the winner's circle for an absolute today.
Trainers and big Willie Murphy. Mr. Moss, hearing these cheers, does it just make you feel alive, the joy that she brings everyone?
Unbelievable. Well, it's believable. I'm here, so it's believable. But, she keeps doing it. I can't explain it. It's just...
On to Kentucky.
Oh, yeah.
Congratulations.
On to Kentucky. Alright, let's go back home and raising babies.
Sit back and suggest this is just a California racing thing is to miss the point. This is a horse racing thing. This is a moment.
Staying alive, please.
If you love the sport of
I just want to keep it open for the
you should appreciate
picture.
what is taking place here. We have not seen it at this level before. 19 for 19, 9 Grade 1 wins in a row, 13 Grade 1 wins overall, and bringing back why we love this sport, the enthusiasm that surrounds Zenyatta will now go to, unbelievably, another level as she heads to Churchill Downs in November.
I've got to say, in probably the entire lifetime of the Breeders' Cup, this is going to be one of the most anticipated Breeders' Cup.
Well, I was going to download it.
Outside of the first
Onto
one,
there.
where $1 million races weren't the norm, but I mean, if you could just see the crowd on the apron here, to the left and to the right of us, I mean, this is what racing should be all about, and thankfully, this filly's brought us some life back to this sport at a time where it's a little quiet right now.
Well, and don't forget, the last few days we've met some people from all over the country that flew out here to see Zenyatta in person, and I really think you've missed the boat if you haven't got to see this mare run in person, between her antics and the paddock, with the marching and the dancing that she does, all the way to the exciting finishes. You can't appreciate it until you see her in person, and there's going to be a full house at the Breeders' Cup at Churchill.
I thought she was going to get beat.
Well, by this moment, I got goose. bumps down
Thank you, Mom.
neck here. I mean, I've been around to a lot of racetracks, a lot of big events. As you see Zenyatta there standing in the middle of the racetrack, but the crowd here is 50 deep. We're in a sea of people here at Hollywood Park.
And amongst the sea of people, TVG presenting the Lady Secret today and presenting the trophy, president of Betfair here in the United States and Betfair Racing International, Mr. Stephen Byrne, and holding his arm, Penny Chenery, the owner of Secretariat, who is here today to watch Zenyatta, and even she was awed by what she saw in the paddock today, and even more impressive is what took place on the racetrack. More adulation from this crowd. For those of you watching on our Fox Sports family of networks, we will be leaving one of our outlets soon here in about 40 seconds. Another member of the Fox Sports family will be joining us thereafter for continuous coverage, post-race coverage of the TVG Lady Secret and more Grade 1 racing action to come. The Breeders' Cup Challenge Series will continue on FSN Prime Ticket. Upcoming will be the Grade 1 Yellow Ribbon and the Grade 1 Goodwood. But for those of you joining us today on Fox Sports West, you have seen a moment that will not be forgotten 10 days from now, 10 years from now, 30 years from now. It will go down as one of the greatest moments in racing history. Zenyatta, 19 for 19.